Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Fielded just outside the goal line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Mixon gets the nod to start the drive, and he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Once again, they run with Mixon. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
11.
Mixon up the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
Now it's Mixon running right, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Burrow. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity? As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And he's going to get this all the way down to the 2 before he's wrestled out. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 72 yards on the ground. Not sure exactly what he saw that made him decide to hand it off, but a great decision and a fantastic run.
From our vantage point, what he saw was a defense that got out of its lanes, got out of its gaps, and they were pretty much running to the quarterback, viewing him as the bigger threat. And look at that wide open space, and he rumbled for big-time yardage.
2nd and goal from the 1. Pickett going to keep it himself, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Kenny Pickett, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Steelers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
23 yards on the play. Well, no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets. They don't do any of that. They just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
In motion, the tight end. Back to Mixon on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Burrow. This one complete to Scott Miller. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 25-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
11.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Complete to right. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Here's Burrow. He finds his man complete. That's Curtis. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 12-yard line. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
11, Palmer.
To the air again, Burrow. That is caught at the 7-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Here we go, here we go.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
11, empty tank. 11, empty tank.
Now Burrow. And he fires one that's intercepted. Through an opening, and there he goes.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that, that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
2nd down and goal. Pickett fires the out route and completes it to Harris. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain down.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Steelers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make the score 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team? They want to be consistent in their play.
Here we go.
Not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Curtis. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down.
11.
Here's a give to Mixon. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Out of the gun, it's Burrow.
Targets Miller here on the out route. He's got him.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Here we go.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here we go. 11-90. 11-90.
Now it's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. On 4th down on is Colby Wadman now to punt. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Pickett will look to throw it here.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Bengals grab it.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. To about the 26 here.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now Burrow loses the football.
And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns is going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Pickett's throw brought in by Austin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
First and 10, here's Pickett. Austin brings in the quick throw.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it. It's Najee Harris now on back-to-back plays with a catch. He'll get it inside the 20.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Pickett, he's going to throw it again. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle.
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll try to run with Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Najee Harris.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
11 Thomas. 12, 12, 12.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And we're going to get a timeout. With 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
11 Thomas.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's right. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Pickett to throw on first down.
Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Harris running straight ahead, and he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Here's Pickett.
And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield, and the Bengals grab it, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
So certainly not at all what you're looking for here to start the third quarter, a fumble on their opening drive.
Not at all. You're exactly right about that, because this had a chance to be the drive to put everything away. A touchdown here, that might have put everything out of reach for them. They definitely handed out a lifeline to the defense on that play.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
On line, ready?
off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's right.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On second down, here's Mixon. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
11 empty.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Second down and 3.
Now a give, running left is Harris. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 97 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he goes diving to get as much as he can following a big gain. A nice little cherry on top there at the end.
So first and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
A second and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. Dialing up another pass here. Pickett. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers.
Deontay Johnson, a 24-yard touchdown, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point put through by Boswell, and it is 28-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
What's your set? 12, 12, 12.
Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Not a whole lot there on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Pickett going to keep it himself.
And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Kenny Pickett
with now his second touchdown of this third quarter.
And the Steelers have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Here we go.
First down. Here's Burrow. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Miller. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Back now in Pittsburgh. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Here we go, here we go.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
11 MT tank. 11 MT tank.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. He finds his man, complete. It's Curtis.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Bengals.
On one, ready?
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Burrow. He finds his man, complete. It's Curtis. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal
Gun.
Good execution. Be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's second down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here we go.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's got the hook up to Miller. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop. We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to third and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield.
Touchdown, Bengals! Scotty Miller from 8 yards out.
And the Bengals are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I really enjoy. We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great mental, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Off play action. Pickett. That's complete to his tight end Freiermuth.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
121 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the 35 on second down. Pickett. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Completes it to Austin. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain.
So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try.
Boswell's kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Burrow. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
11 empty paint. 11 empty paint.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Checking in on Houston. It's in the 4th quarter there. And another score by the Texans, so they've added on to their lead. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Going to run the toss here to Harris. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
3rd and long for Pickett.
He's going to try and go deep again. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, This is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
I'm one, right?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Gun.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
11 MT.
Burrow will throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Steelers, it's a rare bright spot in what's been a tough season as they move to 2-7 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns.